So we're looking at our clinical digest that was posted on all our social media platforms on 27 February 2022. This was the digest. He said that Mr. Balak, who is a newly retired banker, here in this video, the age won't really play a role, but just to make you know, he's 60 years old, okay? A newly retired banker after undergoing a total thyroidectomy for carcinoma of the thyroid gland, noticed tingling and numbness of the fingers, toes, and lips. He also experienced painful cramps on his hand and feet. His strong muscles kept adapting his thumbs, flexing his ribs and metacarpal joints, extending his phalangeal joints, and then plantar flexing his feet. Laboratory examination reviewed a blood calcium level of 4 milligram per 100 milliliters. Okay, yes, and the other thing is, the question is asking, which other organ was damaged during the total thyroidectomy, and why do you say so? Well, first of all, let us understand what thyroidectomy is all about. Total thyroidectomy. It involves the removal of the entire thyroid gland. And as you can see, behind the thyroid gland is immediately behind the thyroid gland is your PTH, your parathyroid gland, okay, which secretes parathyroid hormones, okay. And so, in case you remove your thyroid gland, there's a possibility of even removing all or one or two of the thyroid glands, okay. And so that is a reason. And the function of these parathyroid glands is that they efflux the plasma, the blood plasma, with calcium ions. Okay, so as I said here, the third point, the function of the parathyroid gland is to secrete parathyroid hormones, which regulates calcium metabolism. In other words, it increases bone resorption and then increase the efflux of calcium into blood plasma. And we also know that the normal range of calcium is supposed to be around 8.3 to about 10.6 milligram per deciliter, as opposed to the one that we saw. Sorry, yes, the one that we saw, which says that it was in 100 milliliters, 4 milligram in 100 milliliters, where here we got, what do you call it, 8.3 to 10.6. So it means that there is a decrease in the calcium, the normal calcium concentration. And we shouldn't also forget that low levels of calcium ions, low level of calcium or plasma calcium concentration would increase neuromuscular excitability. And then the clinical syndrome is tetany. Tetany is a sustained maximal contraction. And so if you read from here, you'd realize that he was experiencing painful cramps. These cramps represent tetany. And it only comes about when there is a reduced concentration of calcium ions. So it means that we can make some deductions that there is something wrong with our thyroid glands, our parathyroid glands, which means that possibly during the thyroidectomy, the total thyroidectomy, we injured or destroyed or removed some of our parathyroid glands. And so we can see that from here, we can see that Mr. Nkrumah is suffering from a parathyroid tetany due to accidental removal of one or more or all of the parathyroid glands. But the reason why we can't say all is because we still have some calcium deposits, okay? Yes, during the total thyroidectomy operation. And then sometimes this condition, sometimes the condition also occurs following interference with the blood supply to the to these glands. Okay, so the blood supply that is supposed to give blood to the parathyroid is already ligated, and so it's not going to grow. It's going to shrivel off, and then die and shrivel off, something like that. So it might even be that it was the blood supply that was injured, or the parathyroid gland has been removed. And so that is the general idea. This was all that we wanted to know. We just wanted you to put something forward, which looks more of anatomical, and then you back it with a little of the physiology, that this is what calcium does. And then because of what calcium is doing, we look at the roots of calcium in plasma. And because it's the parathyroid, and because of where the surgery occurred, we can then come out with this deduction that there was a parathyroid tetany. Thank you very much, and keep anticipating more from StudyPort. God richly bless you. Bye.